lesson.
Okay. So
Yes.
hope everyone is good and fine. Hello, Sripik. Long time no seen. Long time no hear from you. How are you?
Hello, teacher.
Hello. So how are you today? Is it raining around your area?
It, it's raining. I cannot hear perfectly.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, the same as Chow Chow. Very hard raining. Okay.
Yeah,
Just
me too. But now I
like
use my phone. I can
my
hear
phone so
now.
fast.
Okay. Uh, Maybe it will be flooded soon, right? It will be flooded
Yeah,
soon.
teacher.
Yeah, yeah.
About a month ago. Nhưng mà cả một câu.
Uh, okay. Sorry, what happened a month ago? What happened?
Bà cả một câu thở bếp riêng bằng đất lâu mà.
Oh, okay,
Ôi, tôi tập công cho nó lên phòng không được.
okay. So maybe the next hour it may be flooded. Yeah.
How
Long.
about Chow Chow overbridge? The I mean the
Okay,
underground.
okay. I don't know the situation.
The ground full of water.
Maybe you can ride a boat.
Maybe flooded. Okay, so it's raining and hard raining like that. Okay, flooded and too much traffic jam at the roundabout. Okay. All right, so you all start class or have class, right, for the first week with all lecturers. Week one, got class, and make sure log into the system and download some document. So have you downloaded some document yet or not yet?
I print 3 books that you recommend, teacher.
Okay. The textbook, so you should print out, okay? The
I, I,
notebook
I
or we
just
call.
print about textbook, teacher.
Okay, good. Easy for you to follow, right? So when you print out,
But some lesson very difficult to read.
very difficult to read or
Yes,
difficult to
about the word.
understand. Okay,
Understand.
you understand. Good evening, Kim Tiem. How are you? Long time no see. How have you been, Kim Tiem? Hello, hello, Kim Tiem. Can you hear me well? Uh, Quiet, right? Or maybe the connection or something or internet. Okay. Okay, so you all can hear me well, right? So we can start class.
Teacher, the textbook. I mean the title of the textbook is global what
The title,
global global
workbook,
in what?
say textbook of equity and development. Okay, textbook
Oh,
of equity and development. So you should print out that one. Okay, PDF file. The title equity and development. So you may print it out or try to forward it down so that you know what to do. Okay, okay. That's the textbook.
okay, I got it.
Yeah. Okay, so that one you may print out so easy for you to follow up, right? If like when we study, it will lock connection or something, so you got something to read and to prepare, so easier for you to learn. Yeah. Okay, so last week I went on the review, right, or we call the overview. Overview at the beginning of the call we call overview, but at the end of the call it will be a review for you. Okay, review or try to remind you about your lesson, your old lesson. Okay. So you learn some idea, some main concept already about the course, about equity and development. Okay. So this week we start uh, Yeah, we start ahead now one by one. So to get the idea what you expect to learn about, okay, more detail on your subject, equity and development. Okay, so let's move on to equity and development.
Teacher, we'll finish like how long?
How long? You mean
Yeah, the class.
around maybe around like 8 o'clock. Okay, 8 o'clock.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Okay.
will. Maybe at 7 I will go to eat right, but I still like turn on the
Uh,
class.
okay. Okay, sure. You may enjoy the ride. Okay. Sunrise. Okay.
Sunrise.
Not samurai, right? Sunrise. Eating sunrise.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't eat some rice, but I eat all rice.
You eat all. Okay. It's up to you. You feel hungry, right then? Okay. So are you seeing this one, Yvonne? Oh,
Yes, I
what
see
one have
the
you seen
slide.
on?
Equity and development. Which one?
Do you see the slide here? Inequity across the regime. Because I open like a queue at the same time, so confusing. Okay, so let's move on. So what that idea about? Okay, the statistic here a bit old, but it gives you the concept or the idea. This one is say top 30 world service trade exporter in 2010, right? A bit old, but it gives you the idea, some idea, and I got some update information on that as well. The top 30 world service trade exporter in 2010. One. Can you hear me well?
Yes, sir. Now I can
Yeah.
hear.
Oh, so quick can't hear. Okay, maybe problem with the circuit. You may get on and get off. Okay. Okay. Maybe the internet connection from her side. Okay, so this one, right? So any country here from Southeast Asia for the world free trade exporter. Are you seeing some country in Southeast Asia here?
Um. Yeah. Malaysia, Thailand,
Okay.
Indonesia, Philippines. Yeah.
Okay, good. Singapore, Indonesia,
Yeah. Singapore.
right? Thailand. So Thailand, they it is one of the uh, top 30, right? Thailand,
Oh. Mm.
Philippines, Singapore. Okay, one of the top 30
Oh,
world
it's heavy
street
rain
trade.
now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next one here. What does one mean? Development indicator. So more information from World Bank update. So you see here like LI here, what we call LI here. What does LI stand for? Low
Like
income.
low income. Yeah.
Yeah, low income country. And LMI, sorry. So this
Low
one,
middle income.
yeah, low middle income. And UMI,
Upper middle income.
yeah, upper middle income. And HI we call
High
high
income.
income. So where is our country range? Where is our country located?
Low middle
LI,
income.
yeah, LMI, right?
Yeah.
LMI, right. So this one is say what? population and earn, right? Or the salary. Okay. This one is just put the group of country. Okay. Put the group of country like LI country. Uh, the GNI per capita like this one. You know, GNI per capita. What does it mean? So this one the income of one person per year. Okay, this one, right? For LI country, around $600 per year. Low income country, nearly 2,000.
Teacher, do you? I mean, have you put that file into the group? Because I cannot find it.
You cannot find.
Yeah,
Uh, I think all available in the group, right?
like big
Even
tool, right?
cross. This one is week one, so
Oh,
this one is the solve from week one. So because I cover all the point last week, just kind of review. Okay, so okay, let me forward to you. But in our group, not in our private group from the AU, everything. Okay, you got everything. Let me check. Find out. Okay, yeah, yeah. Equity across regime. So okay. In the group, in our private group, but for the school here.
okay, okay, I got it.
Okay, okay. So that's the file. So you see here for low middle income, so the income around is what 2,000. But upper middle income countries, 1,000 US dollar per year, right? GNI means gross national income, and this one the life expectancy, okay, 23 years old, and high income country, their income up to this one, so it's 1,000, and the life expectancy around 80, yeah, 80 years old, okay. How about carbon emission? Carbon emission. Which country produce the most? High income, right? Yeah, high income. So 11 point. The other just 11. This one called what? 11 metric tons. For low income, only like one or two or 1.5, 1.6. Okay, metric tons per one person per year. อันนั้นเป็น change it full change it full ประมาณ สำหรับ low income and high income. Okay, next, the game between the rich and the poor. So this one you got the idea about Gini, Gini coefficient. So when you read the book, you may come across the idea about Gini coefficient. We talk about the gap, the idea of the gap between the rich and the poor. The rich, uh, the high income and the low income. So we call Gini coefficient. So the gap here from 1820 to 2000, 2000, 2002. So the gap, the gap between the rich and the poor increase or decrease. You look at the gap. Was it increase or decrease? Hello, everyone.
Yeah. You. Okay, I feel like the percentage is increased, but I don't know whether the rich increase or poor.
The idea in the gap, yeah, the gap between the rich and the poor. It means that
Okay.
the income, right? The income of the rich country and the poor, income of poor country and rich country. So that's the idea, okay?
Increase.
Yeah. So increase, right? from 43 up to like 70%. So increase nowadays before maybe for like globalization or something. Okay. Next step. So what is it about? A form of family development series. So this one, I just get some idea about a woman involved in development. Okay, that's the idea. So one is a woman in development. We call WID. Okay, welfare, equity, anti-poverty, efficiency, and employment. Empowerment. Sorry, empowerment. Mean women are encouraged to join politics or to work outdoors, to work outside their households. Uh, WAID, we call WAID Women in Development, WAAD, yeah, Women in Development. So involve what? Dependency, global capitalism, patriarchy. What does it mean? Patriarchy. Any idea? It's just like the leader of the church, something, leader of the pagoda, leader of the church, okay? Patriarchy.
Like
Yeah.
crew cùng wheel, right?
Crew là yeah, crew wheel, crew sự create vậy đó thì họ sự create vậy đó. Cái crew wheel. Còn này nó cái anh nghe nari chia crew wheel lên. Còn này nó dưới sự create cái đó. Rock.
Like the
Okay.
nun, right?
Yeah, none. Yeah, sure. Gate. What gate here? Gender development. Radical feminism. So involved with capitalism, patriarchy, racism. And next one, weight, women, environment, and development. So get involved in this one as well. Gender knowledge, rights, and politics. The last one, pet, postmodernism, and development. So representation, discourse, and local knowledge. Okay. So immediately got the idea, right? They got the idea, share idea for development. So just some idea because equity and development involved also like lady involved in that field as well.
What does the word
Okay.
postmodernism mean?
Okay, this one we come back to the IR series. I guess to the IR series, we got the idea. Post uh, modernism. The
Vâng.
idea it refers to the period like when you learn. I think you learn already, right? You learn about like what we call about remember there's one stage of what we learn about globalization, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
yes, one stage of globalization. So modern post-modernism here, I think refer to even like before the period of World War One. Before it happened, even before World War One.
Mhm.
It referred to like people start to use, like train use. They may get like it moved from it moved
Oh, okay, I
from
remember
yeah,
it.
okay, it
Like
moved from the wooden
okay,
boat, wooden boat to the iron boat or something like that. Okay, so
like
it moved,
metal,
yeah, to metal boat, from wooden
yeah,
boat to
metal.
metal boats. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then this one was establish diplomatic relation Korea and ASEAN. So you see the relationship, right? Some relation between Korea. I mean both Korea, North and South. So this one is North, right? The middle here, North. Democratic People Republic of Korea, and Republic of Korea here refer to the South. Yeah, South Korea. Okay, everyone can hear me well, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good.
I feel like it's almost flooded in my area.
Uh, Around my house here also I see some flooding now.
Yeah.
Down. Okay, okay. Here raining, it like heavy rain. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so here the relationship, Brunei relationship with North Korea in 1999, but South Korea in 1984, right? Yeah. How about Cambodia? Cambodia, did we have relationship with North Korea first, South Korea first?
South Korea.
Yeah. Yeah, we have the relationship with North Korea first, right? Okay. So North
So
Korea,
DPRK mean North Korea.
yeah, DPRK, North Korea, right? Like Democratic People Republic, right? Okay.
Republic of Korea. Okay.
Yeah. And all okay mean Republic of Korea means South Korea. Okay. So right, the bodyguard of our late king Rodom Sihanouk were North Korean during 1994, 1995, during water festival in Phnom Penh. So there were a lot of North Korean bodyguards. No Khmer bodyguard for the king, for the late king. Mostly from North Korea. Because we got relationship with North Korea. But after the, I think after the fighting, or for the in 1990 when some fighting in Phnom Penh, like the conflict between the Constituent and CBP in Phnom Penh, we call uh, the five, the 5th July 1997, even, but the world known as the coup, military coup in Phnom Penh. So after that, yeah, we start to have a more relationship, yeah, with South Korea. And then from that time onward, I get like factory, flow into Cambodia, and people start like to have get higher salary. The worker and some students drop out of high school to work for factory, and the price of land start to get higher and higher at the end of uh, 2000, 2000 onward, the year 2000 onward. Yeah, because after we got like relationship with South Korea. Okay, okay, this one's the idea. When we make some comparison, so relationship with North Korea, which country they got uh, earlier relationship before Cambodia with North Korea?
I
Which country?
feel Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam. Okay, only Vietnam, right?
Mhm.
You look here, only Vietnam.
And
Okay,
Indonesia and us are the same.
Indonesia. Okay, 1994. Okay, right. How about the relationship with South Korea? Which country the latest one?
Latest.
Yeah,
Um,
latest.
Timor.
Yeah, East
Timor.
Timor.
East Timor.
And
Yeah.
then, and then,
And then by 95, which 95 Laos.
okay,
Laos. Oh
yeah,
no, sorry, Cambodia.
yeah, Cambodia, right? So, the latest relations, the country that got the latest relationship with South Korea is East Timor, and then the second Cambodia is the second latest one, right?
Yep.
And but the other country in Southeast Asia, they moved to build relationship with South Korea already, because got more benefit for free market. And I guess that time onward, Cambodia moved a bit slowly, a bit more slowly to build relationship with South Korea, maybe because of our late king, because like North Korea, just like his brother, he got it like Kim Jong Un uh, grandfather was regarded as the big brother of King Rodong Sinu. Okay, it's just like that. So that's the problem that we got slower relationship with South Korea. If we got a bit slower, problem with the economy as well. Okay, the free market and yeah, problem with and the price of land is still cheap. Yeah, because we don't have like free market. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so this one what it about here? Classification of changing world. So have like political system. The first world developed here, liberal. Second world, communist, single party. A third world mixed, right? Rarely democratic. Economic system for first world market oriented. Second world central plan and variable. Right. External feature. Main trading partner with other first world country, second world with other second world. Okay. So this is like kind of like politics. Hello everyone.
Yep.
You all hear me? Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next one. How about this one? What talk about? The most
Um. Yeah.
developed nation. More developed nation. The statistic here, like in 2013, so they show up to like 2012. Okay, right. So GNI per capita here. So Germany, right? You talk about Germany. Talk about what is one innovation driven economy. So the economy like based on technology or modernization, innovation. So the first one, yeah. Luxembourg also famous. Europe, right? In I think East Europe, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Holland,
How long?
Norway in the north, and Switzerland also. So one here.
Switzerland.
OECD member, international migrant 10% population, high tertiary education, high research and development spending. So the country has spent a lot of money on research and development. So uh, they have good economy. Positive international investment position, a total factor. Still, not just a few countries, just moment, but the other. Australia, Belgium, okay. So some country got a little bit different by a positive international investment position. Singapore also, right? With high score on that, on research and development, on innovation driven economy. Yeah. So you see Japan, Singapore, UK, US, Korea, okay, Italy, Portugal, okay, Portugal, South Korea as well. All right, so this is just some idea. This one may be a little bit small, but you may take a little bit.
Okay. This is the
So, so this one for the lane side, lane rear. So China, what the lane side of China here?
9 million. 9 million.
Yeah, 9.3 million, right?
Yeah.
Indonesia 1.8 million. Yeah, and Japan 300,000.
And some
Is
more
it
where?
bigger or smaller than Cambodia? Japan, smaller, bigger, or bigger?
Smaller. Japan is smaller than us.
Bigger.
181,000. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, they got 300. We got like 100. Yeah,
ច្រឡំថាយើងថែមលាន
100.
ច្រើន
Okay,
អើចាំ
100
ភ្លេចទឹកដីអស់
square kilometer. Okay, right. And life expectancy. Okay, GDP.
Teacher, and
Population
what is
below.
Samoa?
Right.
Samoa.
Some more. What was
Some
it? Samau, yeah,
So Samau, right?
Samau, yeah,
Where?
Samau Island, yeah, Samau.
Oh, so I don't know where is
Near
Samau on the web. On
uh,
the map.
near Australia, no, near
Oh.
Australia, Samawi, we call Samau Island. Yeah. I remember one of the, one of the commander, the naval commander, navy commander during World War II, who ordered the troop to drop bomb on Pearl Harbor, but the U.S., uh, later on, like in a few years, like 1 year, 2 years later on, 18 months later on, the UN make the revenge against Japan that invaded uh, Hawaii. So he killed the top commander of Navy of Japanese Navy he tried. They got we call the pilot. They try to escape through the aircraft from the Navy from the Navy ship, a very big Navy ship from the Pacific, yeah, from the Pacific Sea, and then they fly uh, toward one real near somehow here, and then one on the U.S. Pilot drop that plane, okay, drop the plane or the top commander, or we call the general of the Navy at Samau Island. Okay, I remember. ចឹងមានមេតបកម្ពុជាមួយរបស់ជប៉ុនដែលដឹកនាំទ័ពទៅឈ្លានពានអាមេរិកប្រឆេះកម្ដៅនៅ Pearl Harbor បាទអញ្ចឹង18ខែក្រោយមកអាមេរិកឆ្មក់វាយកប៉ាល់ឡើងវិញឆ្មក់វាយដឹកនាំនៅមេបញ្ជាការមួយមេបញ្ជាការល្បីដែររឿងអីគេលេងច្រើន Hollywood អីលេងច្រើនហើយក្រោយមកគេចខ្លួនទៅមានយន្តហោះមួយបើកគេចខ្លួនពួកមេតបធំនេះគេបាញ់ឆេះកប៉ាល់ធំដូចសាឡាងអញ្ចឹងគេនៅគេចតាមយន្តហោះហ្នឹងមានពីឡុតអាមេរិកតាមបាញ់ឆ្មក់ធ្លាក់នៅក្នុងកោះសាម៉ៅហៅ South Pacific ហ្នឹងបាទធ្លាក់ក្នុងហ្នឹងចិត្តបើនិយាយទៅចិត្តថាចិត្តភូមិសាស្ត្រអូស្ត្រាលីបន្តិចជប៉ុនបន្តិចណារបស់ហ្នឹង Okay, so move on to next. So this is just the idea democracy and autocracy as raising tide. So you may read to get the idea what liberal democracy, what electoral democracy, what semi-liberal autocracy, and cloak autocracy. Okay, so that's the idea and what ideology, mobilization, legitimation of authority. Just get the idea. Next one, democracy and autocracy of October 2012. Yeah. So they say total regime 195. So some country I don't know like Andorra, uh, Dominica, maybe in Africa. Malta. Have you ever heard Malta? Anyone?
Mall.
Hello. Yeah,
Mall.
Malta.
Never
Malta.
heard
Okay,
so.
yeah.
Malta. Have you ever heard?
Yeah. Lọc lư chờ. Malta.
Yeah, it in Europe, near Europe, but very small. At the sea, very small. Like I met one of the officer from Malta to learn in the U.S. So he said in his country got the total policeman only 2,000, around 2,000 policemen only. Yeah. Very small, very small. Malta. Okay, but more like Europe. Okay, white, like white skin. Okay, some country here don't know. So this is just the idea about liberal democracy with very high integrity of state personnel. Next one, electoral democracy. So electoral, Indonesia inside here as well. Okay, Philippines. This some country in Southeast Asia. How about Cambodia? 2012 maybe bad, right? Maybe good. Semi-liberal autocracy. Yeah, you see here? Semi-liberal autocracy. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
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 Semi-liberal autocracy with very high integrity of
Yeah.
state personnel.
Yeah. Very high integrity of state personnel.
What is the difference between two of this?
What mean?
I mean, what is the difference between semi-liberal and closed autocracy?
I think now move to this one. Close autocracy already. Ô
Um,
tô nè, ô nó đạch mỏ đạch đạch nạch giờ thằng
like
họ. I
like
think yeah
like
the
communist.
situation nowadays yeah yeah like community ô tô
Okay.
nó bị chia ô
Oh,
tô
like
nè
Afghanistan. Okay, sorry.
yeah okay semi liberal nó trên đấy people là phí chân dân people là phí còn bà semi
Okay.
liberal
Oh,
ở lấy
how about now? How about now?
now I think this one close
Oh, come
autocracy yeah
on.
close uh, like Myanmar before and Myanmar nowadays same okay Vietnam okay yeah we move like this one yeah very close Afghanistan China okay Iran okay close autocracy all right okay let's move on to the next one education intake so equity development involved about like this one also very called education index so you may research on that UNDP. So it's one like Singapore, very high here. Japan so high. South Korea, Cambodia compared to other zero point 0.5 something there. But now it increased a lot. Okay, this is just the idea, statistic, what you're supposed to know about uh, different regime type. What is this one? Swiss trade restriction index. Swiss trade restriction. So, what is the percentage in Cambodia?
23.7. It means the restriction, the law, right? The regulations of trading.
Yeah, regulation on trade. Okay,
Okay.
but we compare. World average here we got 28. Okay, so we got below that, right? So maybe easier to make business. Okay, the average world average 28, but we got 23%, so better. Okay,
So it means
but
that we don't have a lot of regulations, so that the other country can invest in our country easier than other.
yes, okay, sure. But if we compare to the OECD country, it's still higher than that, right? OECD means the rich country, only 19%. Yeah. Like in Europe or US, right? Maybe South Korea, Japan, okay, got inside that only. So it got better, you know. I mean, I loosely, loosely switch trade. So not so strict, but for a bit, like a bit stricter than that.
But Philippines is very strict, right?
Yeah, very strict. Philippines, Thailand also like kind of like protectionism, very high.
Oh,
Indonesia, we have very high
Malaysia,
protectionism.
Vietnam.
Vietnam,
Oh,
but what the benefit of that? Benefit means they try to protect the local, right? The local, yeah, the local products, domestic product. Yeah, it benefit those. Yeah, that's the idea. But it bring advantage and disadvantages. Just the idea. Okay, you may look at the state here. East Asia stage of catching up industrialization or manufacturing. So think about our country, what state now? So they got like One, two, three, four, five stage. Okay, like arrival on manufacturing stage, FDI. So stage zero, monoculture, subsistence, agriculture dependency. Stage two, stage one, simple manufacturing under foreign guidance. This one we call agglomeration. And stage two, we call technological absorption. Growing Richmond capacity and technology under foreign guidance. So it's one like Thailand, Malay, Indonesia, the Philippines. State number three, we call creativity. Richmond and technology master full capacity to produce high quality goods like South Korea and Taiwan. And for ASEAN, we call what? Glass ceiling for ASEAN countries, so middle income trade. So in stage two, and stage four, like Japan, fullest capability in innovation and product design and global leader. Okay. So for Cambodia, where do you think where we are now? What state we are now?
Um,
Relative to the
I think simple manufacturing under foreign guidance. I think stage one.
yeah. Even Vietnam, right? Vietnam is stage one, so maybe a bit like
Yeah,
weaker, slower than Vietnam. So maybe
yeah, but we're
we
still
can
in
say
the
stage
stage
one.
one
Yeah,
because
stage
we
one.
are
Okay.
under the foreign guidance, like from China or maybe like some of the factory from Thailand as well. We just give the capital to them.
Yeah. Okay. Right. We got the raw products, right? We got the raw product, and then we export the manufactured ones. Mean the one that produce or they produce, or we call the final products back. Okay. We
Okay.
sell the raw material, but we import the final products. Yeah.
How about Myanmar? Oh no, Laos.
Uh, Myanmar, Laos, I guess maybe like state one, right? State one. Okay.
Oh,
Since it got problem, right? What electoral like electoral democracy, like election. Simi mean half. Semi liberal democracy. Autocracy. Like for us in 2012, our country politics is good, a bit free, but now close. Nowadays, like we call close autocracy. Ô tô nó Việt bị chia bị chia đi tây lế nữa hào tây lế cái món hào ô tô mà nè nè cục rôm này có cái đầu được có ô tô anh hào ô tô crazy mà á bị chia đi ô tô và đi tây lế cái món bị chia cho bạp chia bàn ó. Okay, next. A political economy factor in decision making which shape ASEAN negotiation position or interest. Okay, like Singapore, we got what policy, demand side, supply, what else? Strong offensive interest with limit of defensive interest, and ideal liberalism. How about Malaysia, policy supply side, and then you see what limited interest of lead ministry versus strong defensive interest of domestic regulatory authority. No incentive to abolish the what? Bermuda favoring policy. I have no idea about it. Influence of general interest, strong diplomatic incentive with absent of strategy in a substance. But look at the idea here. Gradualism, developmentalism, with notion of strong sovereignty. So still focus on the strong sovereignty. អធិបតេយ្យគឺភាគច្រើនគឺនិយាយលើពាក្យនឹងច្រើនគឺភាគច្រើនគឺបិទឲ្យគេចូលអីចឹងណា How about Philippines? Move back to that one as well. Similar to Malay, gradualism, developmentalism, with the notion of strong sovereignty. How about Thailand? Policy demand side, strong defensive interest with limited offensive. Policy supply side, offensive interest, offensive in a cap, and then by offensive and by chmak cái đó, vì chmak cái. Idea similar, gradualism, development, topic, notion of strong sovereignty. How about Indonesia? Strong defensive interest. Policy, supply side, literal interest of the lead ministry, strong diplomatic incentive with absence of strategy, idea gradualism, developmentalism with notion of strong sovereignty. Vietnam, radical shift to liberal. Cho Việt Nam cứ nghĩa từ rò sợiច្រើនណាចឹងគាត់បើជាបានប្រទេសនេះបានប្រទេសនេះគឺអាធិបតេយ្យច្រើនមិនថា protectionism អូខេតែវៀតណាមងាកទៅរកទីផ្សារសេរីច្រើនណាចឹងมันឃើញទំនិញវៀតណាមក៏អីទៅដល់អាមេរិកដល់អីបាទមានទំនិញរបស់វៀតណាមទៅដល់ច្រើនណា
ប៉ុន្តែមួយណាគេមើលទៅគឺថាល្អជាងរវាងប្រភេទចឹងដូចថា Thailand ហើយវៀតណាមចឹង
Thailand វៀតណាមអាហ្នឹងយើងមើលពីលើមកទៀត policy ឲ្យយើងមើល policy supply side ការពេលគាត់គង់ឲ្យគេវិញមិនខ្លះថៃគឺ offensive interest only in a mode 4 strong defensive interest include not general interest បើយើងមើលពីក្រោមនេះ idea គឺអា move to liberal នេះគឺល្អ idea ចុងក្រោយនេះហើយយើងមើលភាពសំក្រោមដែរ policy demand side of Vietnam welcome the Vietnam WTO accession គេឲ្យចូល WTO no interest in service in general policy supply side no incentive general interest boost trade and FDI with technology transfer បានន័យថាតកតងសេដ្ឋកិច្ចគឺប្រើ technology ច្រើនណាបាទវៀតណាម Thai is real here boost trade with and FDI with technology transfer បានន័យប្រើបច្ចេកវិទ្យាច្រើនណាជាមើលទំនិញគេមានរបៀបបច្ចេកវិទ្យាច្រើនណាបាទថៃយ៉ាងមានគ្រឿងកំប៉ុងគ្រឿងអីហ្នឹងបាទហើយមានគុណភាពទៀតហើយគេធ្វើមានគុណភាពបាទមានហៅថាមានវិស្វករខាងគីមីអាហារអីគេច្បាស់លាស់បាទមិនជាបន្លំដូចយើងបិទស្រាសពុលពេញហ្នឹងបាទដាក់បន្លំពុលស្រាសស្លាប់ដល់4 10នាក់បាទចឹងណាអូខេSinit asked me what gradualism means gradual មកពាក្យថា step by step បន្តិចម្ដង gradualism step by step
like gradually
បន្តិចម្ដង okay gradually okay okay let's move to the next one next slide មួយទៀតមេរៀនequity and development លើកទីបងប្អូនទឹកមុនបានរៀនតាមវាយើងខ្លះអត់ទាន់បានរៀន
ខ្ញុំមកបានចូលឡងទឹកមុន
អូខេយើងមក definition of equity and development វាខុសគ្នាមិញណាបាទអូខេ Everyone could see the slide could you see the slide
yeah on
teacher
yeah
ឃើញមកឃើញ slide
ឃើញចា
បាទមេឃភ្លៀងកាន់តែខ្លាំងណាស់បងប្អូនកាន់មកទៀត
ខ្ញុំស្ងាត់អីចា
ភ្លៀងអត់ខ្យល់ទឹកច្រើនហើយបាទបើមានខ្យល់អត់អីណាខ្យល់វាខាត់ណាតែដល់អត់មានអញ្ចឹងមកចិត្តផុតខែ10ហ្នឹងអូខេwhat is equity មិនហៅ equity
ស្មើភាពភាពស្មើគ្នាអីគេហៅសមភាព
Đa số tiếng nó có cái equality, equal đó vì equal equal mong cứ vì tăng
Yeah.
tay equal. So can you hear me well? Maybe the sound, the
I feel
network
like interrupted,
is not
like
raining.
internet or something.
Raining. Yeah, maybe because I saw some signal up here.
Mau tiệt đấy chứ, liền mau tiệt đấy.
Ê, đó là càng kháng đó nè, càng giống như càng kháng này.
Nhóm mình ngặt lần mau tiệt.
Ok, chứ mà equity nhưng mà bạn đã đúng hiểu. Equity với những gì vì equality mà nó bị chạy bên đảng Covid chứ á, cái chạy co mà cái đảng B nhớ thì khó. Còn nãy bạn equity cái mơ tha bạn này nari cross lạc rong cái giống á và lạc B giống và nè na đại diện ớt nè riêng một số nhóm phi b giống đó nè đại ớt lên đến ở b nhớ còn b vậy đó nó thao thá equity oi mới đó oi tha quạt chịu phim quạt nó ai từng còn năng mà so mùi kế ai chụp tôi mùi kế bán nó người việc chấn ấy và
Bằng
còn
chạy
bây
tha
giờ
nắng
về
mơ lơ
phi
tha là thiệt chả
equality
sẽ đây mình chờ.
thì chạy nói chạy smile nằm là chạy chứ là cái prapi tha so một phim còn nãyនេះវាមិនអត់ដូចពាក្យថាស្មើគ្នាទេស្មើគ្នាគេមើលបើនេះអានេះគេលើកស្ទួយមនុស្សច្រើនណាបាទមានថាខ្លះអ្នកអត់ហ្នឹងក៏អ្នកមានសវិលាហ្នឹងក៏គេចែកអំណោយដែរហ្នឹងបាទអាហ្នឹងlà equality បាទបាទដូចជាពេលចំនួនកូវីដគឺគេថតđấy បាទcòn នៅផ្ទះវិលានៅផ្ទះល្វែងហ្នឹងគេចែកអំណោយដែរបាទអញ្ចឹងអាហ្នឹងហៅ equality ចែកស្មើគ្នាទាំងអស់ប៉ុន្តែបើសិនជា equity បើសិនជាគាត់នៅវិលាយហើយគេគិតថាគាត់មានលទ្ធភាពគេអត់ចែកគេចែកទៅមើលកន្លែងណាអ្នកដែលអត់អញ្ចឹងណាអានេះគេមើលបែបហ្នឹង
depend on reality មែនអញ្ចឹង
Yeah, depend on the reality and try to live up like try to empower try to make people get equal opportunity yeah that's the idea anh nói bây giờ mưa ba con cái mưa kia muối cái đặt mưa ở lại ơn mưa lại ba con và nè cô nhưng tới cứ còn ai dựng kim cho băng những cái ao gậy mùi mà cam những cái lại cho và nè đâu cái đá cái tiếp và con cái ao phi căng cái ấy rồi cái đá phi căng nó cho và nè nó bị tiếp cái bên tới cái ao bay cam những đó ai ơn mưa làng ơn mưa thì là ba con ấy cái ai từ ngọt thì chắc á chứ mà bởi vì tới với ai nhưng bởi vì bị share thì chui nó với ai nghĩa là sau những cái chui trao những cái là bày gọn như là cả hay là equal opportunity đấy về là bày như là cả chẳng thì ai có cắt mưa thì là cho mưa thì là bài kia nó nhẹ tiếp á nhẹ tiếp gì kì và nhẹ cô những cái ao đi chiêu mà cam bây giờ tới ở cái ấy còn là một hai mươi cam thì đào một cam thì tới rồi còn ai mưa từ bà mà và nó điện tiếp cái đá nó cứ phí cam mình đầu và nó tiếp cái bộ bóng của ai bay cam là đặt cái bay việc đi tới cho còn lại cho mưa ở các mưa từ bàn ngọt nhiều nhưng mà bạn đã đủ phim món nó nào equity và đây mà equality nó cứ phu mấy cái đó tiếp mấy cái đó cứ ao cái em nè muối rồi chẳng nè phu ấy cho đó phu càng là phu tiếp và nè tiếp những cái ăn khơi nào chứ nè còn cái ao smile thì á nó how equal okay. Okay, let's move to the definition. What is economics refer to? Equity refer to the question of if we talk about the field of economy. What does equity mean?
Interpretation economically the question of what you mean distribution
Yeah, distribution.
chai like overcome
Bài chay bài chay okay. So we call equity. Yeah. How about lawyer? You talk about lawyer, what does it mean? You talk about equity, what a lawyer refer to.
Maybe TV.
Yeah, way to be. Any idea? Okay, so lawyer they refer to what? Uh, Correct application of the law. I mean, do the law properly. The idea, right? And to be charged in a fair. The idea means like fair, okay, fair. Yeah, to be charged fairly. Okay, which may lead to the outcome that to be unfair in specific circumstances. Okay, simply all mean to correct the strict application of law. So, how about philosophy or philosophers? They refer to what? Okay. Hello, everyone. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. If we talk about philosopher, we talk about what? Equity characterized as just and fair society, lying at the foundation of Western political philosophy from Plato Republic and Aristotle politics onward. So if we talk about a philosopher like equity here, we talk about just and fair society, right? So the idea which originate from the Western philosophy, like since the Plato and Aristotle, like 100 years before Christ or before Jesus Christ, yeah, period. And the idea of Plato Republic, everyone remember what does it mean? Plato's Republic. Got the idea about Plato Republic? Any idea about Plato Republic?
Related to the Plato philosopher, right, sir?
Yeah, Plato philosophy.
Oh,
But remember his idea about it.
I don't remember, sir, but I know him.
You know him?
Yes, but no, not clear about him.
Clear. Okay. So the idea of Plato Republic here, the concept refer to the leader. Like the country or society look like pyramid. Okay, look like pyramid, three layer. Like the top is the leader, is the intellectual king. We call intellectual king or educated, highly educated king or well educated king, right? So we call the leader. And that leader, the educated or intellectual king, supported by the defenders, or we call them military, the defender. That is the second level, and the last level, the lowest one, we call workers or common people. That's the concept from Plato Republic. Okay, and if we talk about Aristotle politics, it just like ideal, just like move to realism, realism. So Republic, the idea is just like idealism, okay, concept based on idea. But if you talk about Aristotle, concept move to realism, right? So you learn about like idealism, realism, liberalism. Okay, example. That is theory of IO. Right, and the next point you talk about equity. What equity is central to most of the world great religion, including Buddhism, Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, and Judaism, as well as to most other faith traditions. So this one, like, if you talk about equity, be the soul of people, ម្លាpeople នេះគឺ idea គឺច្រើនណាស់ចេញពីសាសនាធំៗបាទមានពុទ្ធសាសនាសាសនាគ្រិស្តសាសនាហិណ្ឌូអ៊ីស្លាមជូដាបាទជូដាគឺជូដាគេឪពុកហ្នឹងឪពុករបស់ខាងយេស៊ូ one religion that got more than one god. Okay, so Christian, Judah, Hinduism. Nhưng mà đi rừng hàng Hindu ấy cứ chưa là Presidet, Presidet ấy chẳng đó, ấy tràn Presidet, con Presidet ấy chẳng tàu chẳng nhưng mà rừng cái này, cái này. Alright, next one, social choice theory and the closely related domain of welfare economics have been concerned with the aggregation of preferences into some form of social optimum. Optimum is like perfect idea example. Hello everyone, are you there? Can you hear me well?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah. Okay, move on. Let's move on. What is one here talk about? Sometimes this one the question may be like in every class study you got some and now to answer this one as well. In the action of political, economic, and socio-cultural inequality, right? So we talk about institution, it involved with the three. One is politics, one is socio-cultural, and the third one is economic. So involved the three here involved, right? So what your idea about here, everyone? So what are your understanding from the picture here from our World Development Report? Any idea about the picture here? What are your understanding about this picture?
I think that I will ask you now. You ask me first.
Okay. I explained last week already, so you have the idea. Kia have the idea. What the picture here stand for?
I think that three of institution mean that interact to each other ថាជាប់ពាក់ព័ន្ធគ្នា
Okay.
វើទៅមកអញ្ចឹងចា
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What else? All right. So you see here, politics, right? So politics got influence on economy, and also economy got influence on politics. Okay, and politics impact or affect the culture, right? The way people do, the way people practice, religious belief, right? So that's the idea. And also the culture also like have influence on economy or economy have influence on culture. Mean that example like during COVID-19, we call politics did not allow people to do or to celebrate, right? Like more widely or openly like as like before. Okay, so like a lot of like prohibition, yeah, because of the spread of the COVID-19. Yeah. So that the idea it affect each other. Okay. Okay, this is some idea. Okay, we go to equity. What equity here? From World Development Report. Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me well, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. How about say quick? Are you there? Say quick. Seem to be quiet. Okay, equity. Individuals should have equal opportunity to pursue a life of their choosing and be spared from extreme deprivation in income, in outcomes. Right. So that we call equity. Đấy. Trong cái tham đó, việc hà so một phiếu equity so một phiếu សមភាពសមភាពនោះគឺបុគ្គលទាំងឡាយគួរមានឱកាសស្មើគ្នា should have equal opportunity មានឱកាសស្មើគ្នាដើម្បីគេស្វែងរក a life of the choosing មានជីវិតមានដំណើរជីវិតប្រកបដោយជម្រើសគាត់មានជម្រើស and be spare from extreme deprivation in outcome ហើយរួចផុត spare from like free from okay free from extreme deprivation deprivation ការដកហូតការបាត់បង់ហើយរួចផុតអំពីការដកហូតឬក៏បាត់បង់នៅ outcome នៅឱកាសឬសមិទ្ធផលផ្សេងៗ The main message of equity is complementary to the pursuit of long-term prosperity. So the question or the idea, why do we need equity? Or what is the benefit of equity? Hello, everyone. Why do we need equity? Why do people need equity? And what is or how beneficial is equity to us? Any idea? Hello.
I think we are human being. We also want to have equity. Like ចឹងនិយាយថាចេះយើងកើតមកយើងមិនមែនចង់រស់នៅដោយភាពលំអៀងទេត្រូវអត់chờ so we all need together.
Okay. Now, how about Sriki? Want to share idea? Why do we need equity? And how important, how fundamental is equity to us? Any idea to share? Hello. Anybody else want to share
That's all
ideas?
for me. That's all for me.
Yeah, that's all. How about the other? How about Sriki? Okay. Who else? The one. How about the one? Hello, the one.
Yeah, hello, teacher.
Okay, hello. So, want to share idea? What is the benefit of equity?
I'm sorry.
How important is equity to us?
Like,
Yeah. Just share your idea. What? Okay. What your idea? What your opinion about?
oh, I'm sorry, teacher. I have no idea about it. Like,
No, I.
I'm not really understand.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. How about Sreni? Hello, Sreni. Want to share idea? What the benefit of equity, and why do we need equity?
Teacher, sorry, sometimes I hear you like your voice error, teacher.
Ah, really?
Blue like
Okay, any
night.
like that? Okay. Broken voice. All right. Anybody else want to share idea about equity? What the benefit of equity? No, right?
Hello, teacher.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah,
Okay.
for me, I think that
Uh,
equity it is very important in our society because when in one society have the equity, it makes some people like no discrimination, no judgment. So all citizens have their own right in order to show their opinion or comment in the society without frightening. That is my idea, teacher.
okay. Very good. Yeah. Very good. Right. Okay. So the main message, really high. Okay. The main message. So why we need equity? Everyone need equity. Equity, right? So with some some people in trong ban, some people now có trong ban này. Okay. So the idea this one is complementary to the pursuit of long-term prosperity because we need prosperity, right? Long-term, not short-term, but long-term prosperity. How we more people, people mean ban, yeah, prosperity. Trong ban nó cứ mấy cái mấy trong ban chịu people all the side nữa, our equity này, okay. À, some people cứ cố nó mấy ban nó là long-term prosperity. We more people yeah, we you why. And the other idea is one institution and policy that promote a level playing field where all members of society have similar chances to become socially active, politically influential, and economically productive, contribute to sustainable growth and development. So you should remember, right? Like if we got like good policy, good institution that have this one, right? Make all member of society become uh, active in society, yeah, in social works, become influence, yeah, influential in politics, and productive in economy. That help with our sustainable growth and development. Okay, so they're the idea that if we got like equity and we got good institution, good policy, so help, it give one chance to another or build one cause lead to another, one cause lead to the result of another. Okay, let's move on. Greater equity. What is greater equity? Is doubly good for poverty reduction through potential beneficial effects on aggregate long run development and through greater opportunities for a poorer group within any society. So this one, like if we got better equity or greater equity, it also like help reduce help reduce poverty, right? Or we call poverty reduction. Also, greater equity means more efficient economic functioning, reduce conflicts, greater trust, better institution with dynamic benefit for investment and growth. Okay, so that's why people need equity, equity, equity. Yeah, because they need what more efficient economic functioning. Also, to cut down the conflict, right? So conflict happen because of lack of equity, okay, lack of trust, and poor decision. Okay, so that's the idea. Okay, move on. Complementary between equity and prosperity arise for two broad set of reasons. Two broad set of reasons. Okay. First, there are many market failure in developing countries, notably in market credit insurance, land, and human capital. Some efficient developing country producer of agricultural commodity and textile are sought out of some OECD market, and poor unskilled workers have highly restricted opportunity to migrate to work in other rich countries. The second set of reasons about equity and prosperity is because highly volatile economic and political inequality tend to lead to economic institution and social arrangement that systemically favor the interest of those with more influence. Hello everyone, what does it mean here? What this slide here mean? Want to share idea? What do you mean here? Hello,
I don't have any idea to share, teacher.
you don't have any idea? Okay. How about Sri want to share idea in this slide?
For me, I think that it just talk about the reason or the difference between equity and prosperity.
Yeah. Okay. Equity and prosperity.
Yeah.
Right. Anything else?
That's all, teacher.
That's all. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
So this one is a complementary, right, between equity and prosperity here arrive for two reasons. Yeah. I mean, have two reasons. One is the problem of market failure in developing countries, especially if you feel like credit, insurance, land, and human capital, right? So got problem, okay, especially like as you know, like insurance. So it work well. Like a lot of people buy insurance in developing country. Like the market of insurance, like life insurance, example, car insurance, property insurance, like house insurance. So abroad, everything insurance, healthcare insurance. Okay, but does this service work well in developing country? A lot of people buy and purchase insurance from insurance company. Any ideas? Okay, so if you compare to developed country like industrial country, Australia or the US, everything like even your laptop example, you may buy insurance to protect your laptop. Like you're afraid of like uh, your laptop was stolen. Okay, they break into your house, and then they steal your laptop. Example. Okay, so that's the idea about. Okay? So they need insurance. Okay? They buy insurance. And the but for developing country rarely. And also like you got car insurance, house insurance. So when the property was like was destroyed, but I don't know what happened to the insurance company in Australia in 2019 because of the because bushfire, right? Bushfire in Australia, and like destroy a lot of house, kill a lot of like kangaroo, example, in 2019 before the outbreak or the outbreak of the coronavirus. Okay, so I don't know what happened to the insurance company. Also, maybe they lost a lot, right? Because a lot of house, a A lot of property were destroyed. So that's a problem for the insurance company. Okay, spend a lot. Okay, okay. So yeah, they buy everything: health insurance, car insurance, even like laptop. I said lot laptop. Yeah, got insurance as well on website Australia. But for developing country, no. Like even life insurance, not many people want to buy life insurance. Okay. Okay, Nick. Some Asian developing country producer of agricultural commodity and textile are shut out of some OECD market, and poor unskilled workers have highly restricted opportunity to migrate to work in richer country. Okay, this message is very important, so you may remember because it may appear in the question as well, right? In the comprehensive question. So what is one here, Eva? The second point here, talk about here. Any idea? What is the second point you're talking about? What is it? Some producer, right? Producer of agricultural commodity from a developing country are shut out of some OECD market, and poor unskilled workers have highly restricted opportunity to migrate to work in richer country. Any idea? Have highly restricted opportunity. So the question here: do unskilled workers have a chance to work in a richer country? You mean that the rich country they need skilled worker or unskilled workers? Hello everyone, what your understanding here? Okay.
I think that poor and skilled workers have the opportunity to work in richer countries.
Really? Okay, so my question is, do the rich country need skilled worker or unskilled workers? They need like highly skilled worker or poorly skilled workers, or we call unskilled workers. The rich country they need. ចឹងគឺថាប្រទេសអ្នកមានគេត្រូវការអ្នកចេះឬក៏អ្នកដែលអត់ចេះអ្នកមានជំនាញឬក៏អត់មានជំនាញកម្មករជំនាញឬកម្មករអត់ជំនាញ they
Exactly,
មាន
skilled worker.
Your work culture.
yeah of course they need skilled worker they don't need right unskilled worker okay ចឹងប្រទេសអ្នកមានគេឆ្លាតគេយកទៅអ្នកសិនអ្នកចេះចឹងមកអ្នកចេះដំណឹងរត់ដំណឹងអស់ skilled worker and this one is say agricultural commodity and textile are shut out of some OECD market, and poor unskilled worker have highly restricted opportunity. When I'm a casting to it, for I mean, ជំនាញអត់មានជំនាញមកមានឱកាសតិចទៅធ្វើការនៅប្រទេសអ្នកមានបើគាត់បានទៅហ្នឹងគាត់មានឱកាសបានប្រាក់ចំណូលច្រើនណាប៉ុន្តែពីចឹងគេបិទដោយសារគាត់ unskill គេបិទគេយកអ្នកដែល skill worker ដូចយើងឃើញដូចទៅណាបាទនៅកូរ៉េអីបាទនៅកូរ៉េពីចារៀនបានច្រើនបាទទៅកូរ៉េចេះច្រើនមកបានបញ្ញាអីបាទទៅរៀនអញ្ចឹងចេះច្រើនហើយអញ្ចឹងទៅអាចចេះប្រើបច្ចេកវិទ្យាហើយនៅគេខ្លះទៅអញ្ចឹងគាត់ចេះច្រើនអញ្ចឹងគេយក skill worker okay next the second reason second group of reason is because highly volatile economic and political inequality tend to lead to economic institution and social arrangement that systemically favor the interest of those with more influence. ចឹងគេថាមិនដែរគេថាវាអត់សមភាពទេណាអត់មាន I mean ភាពស្មើគ្នាអត់មានសមភាពខាងនយោបាយសេដ្ឋកិច្ចទេវានាំឲ្យជីវប្រព័ន្ធគឺលំអៀងទៅរកអ្នកដែលមានឥទ្ធិពលណាបាទនាំមានការសង្គមឬស្ថាប័នសេដ្ឋកិច្ចទាំងអស់លំអៀងទៅរកអ្នកដែលមានឥទ្ធិពលជីវប្រព័ន្ធទាំងអស់ systematically favor the interests of those with more influence. Okay, next. Such inequality decision can generate economic cost, economic loss, right? So if the problem like the benefit only like systemically benefit with those who influence, so inequitable decision can generate or can cause economic cost or economic loss. When personal and property rights are enforced only selectively, when budgetary allocation benefits mainly the politically influential, and when the distribution of public service favor the wealthy, both the middle and poorer group end up with unexploited talent. Society as a whole is then likely to be more inefficient and to miss out an opportunity for innovation and investment. Hello everyone, what it mean here? What does it mean here? Want to share idea? Uh, Sipik, can you share idea? Hello, want to share the idea about the slide here? You seem to be half raining. Okay. Okay, everyone can see the slide well, right? Clearly, big slide. Hello, everyone. Can you see the slide clearly?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir, I
teacher.
can see.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. The last point here, what it mean here? Sinit, want to share idea? What the last point here about? Hello. Okay. So what it mean here? This one. Srikia, want to share idea? Or the last sentence here. It cover the lesson or the concept of the lesson as well about equity. Also, it may appear in your question, in your the list of questions. Hello, can you hear me? Okay. So this one is talking about what? When personal and property rights are enforced only selectively, right? You know property rights, property right, personal property right, សិទ្ធិតកតងគេមក property តកតងមកបុគ្គល enforce only selectively មានតែជ្រើសរើសមកអនុវត្តច្បាប់ទៅតាមគេផ្ដោតទៅលើគោលដៅ and when budget to reallocation benefit mainly the politically influential. The second point, and the third one, when the distribution of public service favor the wealthy, favor the rich, or benefit the rich. So what problem? What happened to the middle and the poorer group? Okay, so the one who suffer are the middle groups and the poorer group, right? And end up unexploited talent. Chẳng hạn như các tiếp của sau là kinh nghiệm này. Society as a whole is likely to be more inefficient and miss out an opportunity for innovation and investment. Not mean a các của sau tiếp của sau bọn nè nè xung nè great rồi nhớ cứ người đã cứ bắt of các hàng innovation and investment. Cả này được đất hay là investment admin và bạn bạn ở cả nữa vì net middle class and middle group and poorer groups. Okay, next one, the definition from of development from Amartya side. Okay, so last week already, but now we get some idea to review about this one. So let's start with this one, Amartya side. Azul, two primary elements of development. Okay, so you may take a look at this one a little bit. What the idea of development here about from Amartya side? Two primary elements of development. Okay, let's discuss and share idea. Hello, Srini. Can you hear me well? Hello, Srini. Want to share idea about the definition of development from Amartya side? Repeat. Can you hear me well? Uh, all right. How about Srini? Want to share idea? What is development? The definition of development from Amartya Sen, one of the famous scholar, worked for World Bank, and he kind of American Indian, right? American Indian scholar, was born in India, but he worked and graduated and worked
I don't know to give a
in the
definition
US.
because I just know him at the first time. Too.
Okay. But the definition in the slide, okay? In the slide. So, what is your understanding from his ideas about
Um,
development?
I think that the first he like increased about the freedom.
Mhm.
What?
Okay. What else?
Achievements. I yes, that's all true, but maybe he depended on the internet freedom and education.
Okay. Freedom and education. All right. So from Madhya side, he said two primary element of development, right? So one, acceptable evaluation of human progress is dependent on enhancement of freedom, right? So based on his idea, mean uh, human progress, one, evaluation of human progress is based on the increase or the enhancement, the improvement of freedom. So the idea more freedom, more human progress. Yeah, that one step. And achievement of development is contingent on the free agency of people. Achievement of development or the accomplishment of development is depend on, right? Dependent on, contingent on, mean dependent on free agency of people, right? I mean, yeah, the idea of people got more choice or got freedom. Like we have the slogan, right, in our country, uh, without peace, without development. Have you seen that? Have you ever heard that? You said without peace, without development, right? Then the slogan in our country, without peace, without development. But Amartya Sen said what? Amartya Sen said, without freedom, without development. So that's the idea about it. Without freedom, without development. So when we call God freedom, so we got more idea or more, more chance to get involved in development. Otherwise, it becomes a force, uh, what we call slave. Like slave during Khmer regime were like slaves or forced development, kind of forced development, but in agriculture, agrarian society. Right, Nick. Many people agree with the first assertion and law on the definition of freedom is why not to include freedom from material or spiritual one. However, the second assertion is more controversial with mainstream economic. Second assertion is more controversial within the mainstream economic, especially public expenditure such as education, housing, healthcare, and social welfare. Because poor economies cannot afford such expenditure, and because development must happen first, and only then can society afford to look after the social welfare of their people. Okay. So the last point here very important, right? It's a like controversial idea. We talk about the mainstream economics. I mean, I mainly focus on economy, especially when we focus on like public expenditure, expand on the public work, like in the field of education, of proper housing, for people, proper health care, and social welfare. So more with this one. So that they say the second definition is more like controversial. You go like what they want like equity or development, want to spend more on public, like public benefit. So it benefit all people, like especially education, housing, healthcare, and social welfare. Okay, Nick. The next question. So, what is the difference among the five definition of freedom from Amartya side? Hello, everyone. You may take a quick look here. What the difference of the five distinct freedom from Amartya side? So he highlighted five definition, right, of freedom. So what are they? Okay, you should remember or should notice, right? Because in the question may appear in the quiz or in question. Hello, everyone. Want to share idea? What are the five freedom from five kind of freedom from Amartya Sen? Hello.
Uh, there are quite like political freedom, economic flexibility, social opportunity, transparency, guarantee, and the last one is protective security.
Okay, good. All right. So he identified five distinct freedom, right? Five distinct freedom. One is political freedom. Second one is economic freedom. Economic facility. Third one, social opportunity. Fourth one, transparency guarantee. The transparency, the plan. And the last one, protective security or we call security. Some sort. So based on Amartya Sen, it says freedom is the principal determinant of individual initiative and social effectiveness. It is good primarily because it enhances the ability of individual to help themselves, right? So based on his idea, freedom help individual, right, enhance, improve the ability of individual or people to help themselves uh, when they got freedom. And according to Madhya Sen, poverty individual, the deprivation of basic capability always defined as individual capabilities. Right? Deprivation mean lose, a loss, a loss of removing a removal of basic capability already defined as individual capabilities. So it says a poverty related to individual. Social capability are derived from individual wants, derived from received from individual wants. Although Amartya Sen recognizes a need for socialization, it is only to buttress or bolster individual freedom that may be suppressed by imperfection of capitalism that arise from wrong-headed approaches to development អញ្ចឹងគេថាមិនដែរសមត្ថភាពសង្គមណាបាទសមត្ថភាពខាងផ្នែកសង្គម Yamathyasa recognize the need for socialization. Yeah. It is only to improve or push or bolster individual freedom that may be suppressed by the imperfection of capitalism. Okay. How about the next slide here? What do you focus on here? Amartya Sen painstakingly distinguished human capability from human capital. So, what is the difference between human capital and human capability? Sinit? Hello, Sinit. Want to share idea? Please go ahead.
Sorry, teacher, again, please.
What is the difference between human capital and human capability? Any idea?
I think that it on the top of my tongue. On the tip of my tongue. Very child, let me remind it. Introduction.
Okay. 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 Nick, whoever want to share idea what the difference between human capital and human capability ហើយធនធានមនុស្សហើយនឹងគេបើសមត្ថភាពមនុស្ស so what the difference មួយធនធានមនុស្សមួយទៀតសមត្ថភាព
I think about the ធនធានមនុស្ស like the human have resource ចឹងនិយាយថាគេមានធនធាននៃចំណេះដឹងនៅក្នុងខ្លួនណាប៉ុន្តែសមត្ថភាពមនុស្សគឺគាត់ធ្វើអ្វីមួយទៅតាមសមត្ថភាពដែលគាត់មាន I think
okay
like that.
okay anybody else want to share more want to add more idea want to add more idea okay so based on the Madhya science it said human capital is important right and it refers to the agency of people in augmenting production possibility. Augmenting means increasing, improving, building production possibility. So right. So any work, any place, they want like production, right? When you do work, you come to work daily, so you need the outcome. What is your outcome of your work for today? Okay, what have you done for your work for today? So we call our production. So this one need like human capital, right? Important. Yet he said human capability is more important. So even more important, not important, but more important. Because it refers to the substantial freedom of people to lead a life they have reason to value and to enhance the real choices they have, right? So ចឹងគេថាធនធានមនុស្សហើយនឹងសមត្ថភាពមនុស្សជាសមត្ថភាពមនុស្សសំខាន់ជាងនឹងទៀតណាបាទស៊ីនិចវិញនិយាយមិញthe idea yeah good but if you talk about like human resource it kind of mixed ability mixed skill right mixed skill mixed background because people have background knowledge background skill okay by have different ability or capability. Yeah, even though like we've got human resource or human capital. So that's why he said here, Amartya Sen he said here, human capital or human capability is more important than human capital. Yeah. We hope people have more freedom to choose and to follow what they want for their real lives. Yeah. To lead their real lives. Example education is said is crucial beyond its role in production. Its more important role being that of increasing human capability and therefore choice, right? So like if we,
I want to
based on
ask you
Madhya
about
science, okay.
translate into Khmer. Human capital and human capability. Which one?
Sorry,
ធនធានមនុស្សហើយមួយណាសមត្ថភាពមនុស្សចា៎
I cannot hear you hear the last voice, the last word.
um I mean that between human capital and human capability ហ្នឹងមួយណាធនធានមនុស្សមួយណាសមត្ថភាពមនុស្សចា៎
Human capital is human resource, right? ន័យថាធនធានមនុស្ស tốt hơn đó cái gì bị agency of people đó là chứ người chia mình nuốt nẹt nghề này mình nuốt một cái này là tập tiếp này càng nghề đó là human capability với hàng smart ability human ability hai đó nói với improve choice chẳng biết là freedom សេរីភាពគឺនិយាយពីជំរើសណាមានសេរីភាពគឺមានជំរើសចឹងមកក្រោមនេះគឺបញ្យល់ទៀតថា education is crucial beyond its production role and a more important role it help increase human capability ចឹង education វាជួយបង្កើនសមត្ថភាពមនុស្សបាទបង្កើនសមត្ថភាពមនុស្សហើយក៏ជួយបង្កើនជំរើសរបស់មនុស្សដែរ increasing human capability and therefore building choice បាទបង្កើតនៅជំរើសផងដែរអញ្ចឹង idea វាថាវាតាក់ទងជំរើសកាលណាយើងមាន education គឺយើងមានជំរើសអាជីពខាងផ្នែកអាជីពយើងអញ្ចឹងហើយផ្នែកជីវភាពយើងឲ្យកាន់តែប្រសើរឡើងបាទAmartya Sen Sai Adam Smith who link productive ability to lifestyle to education and training and presume the improvability of each បាទចឹងគាត់រៀនតាមគាត់យកតាម Adam Smith ដែរណាបាទចឹង Adam Smith យើងដឹងគឺតាក់ទងទៅនឹង free market និយាយពី Adam Smith គឺ free market economy បាទ link productive ability to lifestyle បាទចឹងAdam Smith ក៏ថាមិនដែរ link productive ability to lifestyle សមត្ថភាពនៃផលិតភាពដែលធ្វើការងារប្រកបដោយផលិតភាពធ្វើការងារបានលទ្ធផលច្រើនទៅនឹងជីវភាពបាទទៅនឹង lifestyle to education and training okay the last point while the popularity of the concept of human capital is for Amartya is for science certainly an enriching move it needs supplementation by an approach that takes human capability as its central concern. Okay. So what does mean here? The last point here. Any idea? Sinit, any idea for the last part here? Hello. Any idea?
Actually, I don't have sir.
Okay. Popularity or concept of human capital is enriching move, right? But it needs supplementation by an approach that takes human capability as central concern. So based on the idea here, like yeah, it's popular. The concept of human capital is popular, but it need right. It need the support from human capability. อย่างนั้นធនធានមនុស្សត្រូវការមនុស្សមានសមត្ថភាពដែរណាបាទ ចឹងធនធានយើងនឹងមានច្រើនមនុស្សមានច្រើនជម្រាបគ្នាចឹងមកណាបាទប៉ុន្តែសមត្ថភាពគាត់ផ្សេងគ្នាអូខេដូចធ្វើឡានឬក៏ជាងធ្វើម៉ូតូជាងធ្វើផ្ទះអីចឹងគឺអត់ចេះដូចគ្នាទាំងអស់ទេធនធានមែនប៉ុន្តែគាត់ចេះដូចគ្នាទេគឺខ្លះគាត់ចេះធ្វើខាងម៉ាស៊ីនទៅខ្លះចេះធ្វើខាងកង់ចឹងទៅខ្លះចេះធ្វើខាងតួចឹងទៅបាទផ្សេងគ្នាបាទអត់ដូចគ្នា Right, so we finish this slide here. Any question anyone related to the question here about development and equity? Okay. This one.
ខ្ញុំចង់សួរមួយប៉ុន្តែប្រហែលជាវាក្រៅមេរៀនទេធម្មតាប្រទេសដែលរីកចម្រើនឬមួយក៏មានសេដ្ឋកិច្ចខ្លាំងណាអញ្ចឹងគេយកអ្វីខ្លះជាស្តង់ដារអន្តរជាតិហ្មងច្រើន
សេដ្ឋកិច្ចរីកចម្រើនខ្លាំង
ហ្នឹងហើយ
ស្តង់ដារ
នេះថាមើលទៅប្រទេសហ្នឹងជាប្រទេសដែលរីកចម្រើនខាងផ្នែកសេដ្ឋកិច្ច ភាគច្រើននៅក្នុងសង្គម Facebook ណាគេតែងតែលើកនិយាយពីវៀតណាមថាវៀតណាមគេមានសេដ្ឋកិច្ចរីកចម្រើនជាងគេនៅក្នុងអាស៊ីអញ្ចឹងយើងមើលទៅលើកត្តាអីខ្លះមិនដឹងថាប្រទេសហ្នឹងមានសេដ្ឋកិច្ចរីកចម្រើន
ទីមួយមនុស្សច្រើនបាទមនុស្សធ្វើការងារច្រើនខ្សែទីពីរគឺវាមើលទៅលើ technology innovation គាត់ណាបាទទៅលើបច្ចេកវិទ្យាវៀតណាមប្រើបច្ចេកវិទ្យាចេះប្រើបច្ចេកវិទ្យាមកយើងបាទវាបាច់ទៅអីបាច់ទៅនេះទៅទូរស័ព្ទដែលមានអ៊ីនធឺណិតប្រើគឺនៅយើងគឺមិនពោលមានមុនផ្សេងការទេបាទតាមខ្ញុំចាំ2009 2010 2009 2010អត់តមានទូរស័ព្ទណានៅស្រុកខ្មែរមានម៉ូដេម 3G ប្រើឯណាប៉ុន្តែមេហ្វូនមានមុនគេមេហ្វូនរបស់វៀតណាមហ្នឹងព្រោះយើងស្រាវជ្រាវមើលព្រោះយើងទៅរៀនចប់ពីក្រៅមកយើងរកអ៊ីនធឺណិតប្រើហើយយើងរត់មានទេបកផ្សេងមានទេចឹងដល់គេបង្កើតឲ្យមាន 3G បានយើង cell card ចាប់បានដេញជើង 3.5 ចឹងណាដេញមក3.5 ចឹងដេញមកមកដើម្បីដេញបាទហើយដេញជើងមិនដែរដោយសារយើង cell card ជាក្រុមហ៊ុនរបស់ខ្មែរឲ្យជួយខាងបាក់ជួយខាងរដ្ឋខែបាលអីច្រើននេះយើងគេយកប្រម៉ូទអញ្ចឹងណាបាទនៅបាទហើយបាទប្រម៉ូទឲ្យខ្លាំងជាងឲ្យគេបិទខាង smartphone បិទអីតិចចឹងទៅណាបាទប៉ុន្តែបើនិយាយពីបច្ចេកវិទ្យាគឺខាងហ្នឹងមុនគេខាងមកពីវៀតណាមហ្នឹងគឺ smartphone មុនបាទដើរលឿនមុនយើងបាទយើងមានអ៊ីនធឺណិតប្រើអ៊ីនធឺណិតចល័តហ្នឹងហៅម៉ូដេម 3G រៀងដូច flash ហ្នឹងប្រើមុនគេបាទប៉ុន្តែដោយសារក្រោយមកសេការគេដេញជើងហើយដោយសារតកតូនរបស់ខ្មែរផងអញ្ចឹងគេជាយាមឲ្យសារជួយបាក់ជួយអីច្រើននេះទៅគេប្រម៉ូទចែកជានេះគឺដេញជើងតាមក្រោយគេដូចសេការអីណាបាទចឹងនៅគេនោះគេប្រើ technology ច្រើនជាងយើងដូចលុយអីគេចាយនៅអនឡាញច្រើនជាងយើងបាទនៅវៀតណាមបាទហើយ digital economy គេប្រើច្រើនជាងយើងគេចាយលុយ digital ទទួលលេខដល់យើងនៅទាំងបាន ABA ចូលមកណាអត់មាន ABA មានអីប្រើមានអីទិញអនឡាញទិញរបស់អនឡាញយ៉ាងកើតអត់មាន ABA បាទ
How about
AC ដែរមានទិញអនឡាញបាទ AC ដែរបាទប៉ុន្តែ AC ដែរទិញអនឡាញបានដែរអត់ទេ
I don't know too, but my friend, she buy the like product from China. She use EVA, AVA. But according to my
AVA or
he work at Esmeralda, he said that Esmeralda have like Saka and a foreign.
Okay.
But I don't know which one is
Trong cái vi hưởng vật chất bắn tinh nó bọt tên nó người chờ
online តាមពី media នៅក្នុង local បាទទិញពីបរទេសមកគឺគេអាចប្រើអីផ្សេងប្រើ smart គេប្រើ smart card ប្រើអីមកណទៀតណាបាទ credit card ប្រើអីយ៉ាងហ្នឹងប៉ុន្តែនៅគេវិចាយក្នុងស្រុកចាយបានទូលំទូលាយបាទក្នុងស្រុកបាទ
សម្រាប់បែង
online
ចង់និយាយថាឆើសម្រាប់បែងមិនថាក្រៅប្រទេសក្នុងស្រុកឬក៏នៅក្រៅស្រុកវេទនាគារគឺបានទាំងអស់ទាំងអាក្លេតណា ABS ស្ថាបនាអីហ្នឹងគឺយើងបានទាំងអស់ចឹងចាប់ព្រោះថាព្រោះធនាគារទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងនៅ under របស់ NBC អញ្ចឹងនៅពេលដែល transfer ពី bank មួយទៅ bank មួយគេប្រើកម្មវិធីមួយទៀតឈ្មោះថា Barcode អញ្ចឹងណាប៉ុន្តែបើសិនជាសម្រាប់ purchase អ្វីនៅក្រៅប្រទេសវិញឲ្យតែយើងមាន Master Card ឬក៏ Visa Card គឺយើង purchase បាននៅ bank ណាក៏បានដែរ
ប៉ុន្តែនៅ Master Card វាអត់ទៅគ្នាយើង Master Card
និយាយទៅបើ Master Card និង Visa Card វា worldwide ដូចគ្នាច្រើនគ្រាន់តែថា Master និង Visa ហ្នឹងពេលខ្លះតំណែងបញ្ចុះតម្លៃហ្នឹងគឺផ្សេងគ្នាអញ្ចឹងរយៈនេះ Visa ចុះ បើប្រើ Visa card គេបញ្ចុះឲ្យប៉ុណ្ណេះទៅមកបើលើកក្រោយទៀតប្រើ Master card គេបញ្ចុះឲ្យប៉ុណ្ណេះទៅអញ្ចឹងច្រើន
Còn we
បាច់
on
បើគិតពី worldwide វា worldwide ដូចតែគ្នា
យើងនិយាយពី local អា worldwide អត់អីទេ worldwide គឺជាទូទៅជានាគារគេ worldwide បណ្ដាការប្រើប្រាស់ local តើគាត់ជួយឲ្យគេប្រើបានច្រើន online អត់ទិញ online បានច្រើនអត់ក្នុង local
នឹងឯងច្រើនបើ local ក៏ស្រួលដែរនិយាយទៅធនាគារ NBC នឹងតិចទៀតអា scan QR code ទៅច្រើនក៏គិតលុយដែរឲ្យតែនៅក្នុងសម្ព័ន្ធនឹងតែឥឡូវអត់តន់អស់លុយទេតិចទៀតចេញអស់លុយហើយ
ok và ở lâu chạy tông online chạy tông tinh a one purchase a cái lối ấy cứ cái prao chán ABA những xu là ABA mà nói vì tôi là internet những xu là nó phải internet những cái cốc của bạn là mà đi trong prao đi về class lại class thì cho được lại class internet off đảo cái lối hết cả khi nó ion ấy xe cả đấy off đảo mà còn xe cả ấy họ đảo khi đó họ đảo như kết lôi tam online như kết lôi tam mà scan QR code đấy như của bạn
chẳng bàn cái ai miên card nữa chờ
này đâu cái
bà card ABA cho đoạn nó macro hiện của bạn tích của bên khác đã tới lên card của sân nâng việc cái độ chờ nó chờ tới với kiểu R
đâu cái xu là mình nó ôm xử lý cái chai gì vui nó cái thảo David Card á chai những tàu đây là bị quăng của trên cái viên là nó thâu card nó chai cái card lên lòng nó số này và ai là được dương scan QR code đấy nó thâu như một sân cái thâu nó giờ đó bị thâu sân cái viên lại sân thâu
lớn dương của viên nó chờ dương phở còn thạch lại ham 700 thâu đây còn là do cam nâng tập ấp mùi một sân post từ bên này 700 thâu đi này
còn ai nó ra internet
ở đây chờ card nâng miên phở internet nó chờ card nâng việc quản ta chỉ vật thọ môi để dương phở chỉ đủ lôi chứ á tay quả dương do tập ấp một sân post tập bên này tay anh đang ở trailer mà cha hang đây chờ bà mà cha hang con phở một sân post xử chứ anh đang show tay bà phở xử mấy cái miếng contact là anh đang phải là do tập up cho mùi nó mà sân post luôn tới thứ ba này chúng ta bị thua ai can trên cao việt
và đang cái đâu cái tôi ở chai tam cá lứa nó đi cái lùi làm tròn ấy ra được cá chốt là đây bị cá đó dương mình số đó sinh với coi dương tạo viên nó có mai nữa tới đưa vào mình sinh như scan covid chứ á đã có viên lô cho việc đặt từ và nó phải internet và internet như anh biết đó
mà thằng thêm nãy cần nói chuyện luôn transaction đến nơi ABA ấy để bị card classic thôi mà đấy ban tập phèm transaction này ôi à máu bay con rồi là chứ mà nãy thôi dương thời ca tên nhà vẫn lơ bị phèm đó dương thời độ mà đồn nó tròn chứ á và dương đồn tới cái cục phèm đó vì anh cục đường rời ke dương việt ta bao sọc kết đứa chị anh khuyên cần nói chuyện luôn transaction thôi
còn nói cái chai gì mà tôi cái chai đâu cái này đi chở đi chai vậy
máy mà nắm theo thì sẽ và ta bao sọc kết đang đây chờ
nó nghe chỉ tu đâu international anh ấy nó dùng mạnh dễ người chỉ tu đâu cái chỉ dùng được rồi mà họ người bên đây được khác những kia của con thì chỉ là mình cho đến khi tôi mấy on nữ ai học càng nghiêng cả chạy làm tình như online như bạn crowd chứ anh nói cái rồi nhé rồi hàng xin cây chứ đấy mẹ bảo bạn trái của bạn trai bạn người bạn ấy vô lúc mà rồi mà nói dương ai nó như bạn nhà với chọn internet rồi gì ABA cho nó vì chẳng ai tin nuôi đây gì bán bên này là internet off lại thì tao on internet off đá chọn giờ đưa càng thô dương sủa
internet đất đá anh cho ca tới mắc kê na chờ
anh vô lôi tao ấy anh vô lôi tao អត់មានលុយខាក់ទៅតាមបើគឺពិបាកប៉ុន្តែម្ចាស់ហាងគេដឹងហើយយើងអត់នេះទៅមានលុយគួរឲ្យបាក់ហ្នឹងបាទមកទៅដល់ហ្នឹងគេប្រាប់ដែរអ្នកគិតលុយនឹងថាអូផ្សេងកាត់អត់ដើរហ្នឹងពីអត់ slow បាទតែជួនណាវាអាច error មកសាប់យើងឯដែរហ្នឹងបាទចឹងបាទបាទត្រឡប់មក
ស្រុកខ្មែរមិនដូចស្រុកគេ slow slow
បាទវាអាចកតាពុះច្រកពុះផ្សំច្រើនណាបាទយើងថាអាចមកពីអ៊ីនធឺណិតទី1ទី2វាអាចមកពីហៅថាចំណេះដឹងខាងបច្ចេកវិទ្យារបស់យើងយើងនិយាយទៅទូរស័ព្ទយើងទៅសម្អាតវា clean វាមិនចឹងណាទៅសម្អាតវាលោហ្នឹងហើយ
បើប្រើ Android អាទឹកខ្ញុំសម្អាតដង
ណាទៅសម្អាតវាជាពិសេសយើងប្រើ Telegram ប្រើអីហ្នឹងគឺទៅលុបរហូតហ្នឹងលុបប្រើលុបប្រើលុបរហូតអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងវាបើយើងអត់ដឹងអាហ្នឹងគឺវាធ្វើទុកអ៊ីនធឺណិតយើងទាំងកុំព្យូទ័រទាំងអីហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងអាហ្នឹងវាតាក់ទងនឹងប្រើចេះប្រើបច្ចេកវិទ្យានឹងហើយណាដូចឆ្លើយនឹងសំណួរទីនេះហ្នឹងចេះប្រើបច្ចេកវិទ្យានឹងហើយមានចំណេះដឹងខាងហ្នឹងចំណេះដឹងខាងបច្ចេកវិទ្យាទំនើបហ្នឹងបាទអាហ្នឹងវាជួយខាងសេដ្ឋកិច្ចគេហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងនៅវៀតណាមគេបច្ចេកវិទ្យាគេមុនយើងគេដើរយឺតជាងយើងសូម្បីតែថាកងទ័ពគេវាចេះប្រើអាហ្នឹងលឿនជាងយើងណាបាទយើង
បងខ្ញុំវិញច្រើនរាល់ថ្ងៃហ្នឹងខ្ញុំមានកាតដែរខ្ញុំមានកង់ដែរប៉ុន្តែខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងថារបៀប transfer ទៅកេណីផ្សេងក្រៅពីអ៊ីនធឺណិតហើយកាតខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងទេហើយខ្ញុំក៏មិនដឹងថាត្រូវមើលកាតនោះមានលុយឬអត់លុយដល់របៀបណាដែរគាត់ថានៅពេលដែលយើង transfer ទៅគេមានថាទៅមើលកន្លែងកាតអីចឹងណាតែខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងថារាល់ថ្ងៃកាតនឹងមានលុយអត់ទេតែនៅក្នុងកង់នោះមាន
ចង់និយាយថាចេះកាតធម្មតាហើយស្នាកាតគេមិនភ្ជាប់មួយគណនីលុយដុល្លារចុះតលុយដុល្លារហើយមានប៉ុណ្ណាកាតមានលុយប៉ុណ្ណឹងហើយ
កាតអីគេកាតក្រុមហ៊ុនអីគេកាតបេងគេ
ABA ច្រើន
ABA ឆែកមើលទូរស័ព្ទឃើញណាយើង download app
ហ្នឹងហើយនិយាយទៅចេះមកពីឯងអត់អាសាតនេឆែក app បែរចេះតែឆែកទៅហើយដឹងទេថាហ្នឹងគេមានអីចឹងព្រោះមានតែអក្សរខ្មែរអក្សរអង់គ្លេសតាមកពីអត់រៀនឆែកឆេហ្នឹងណាគេអង្គុយដឹងហ៎
download app ទៅមានបណ្ដាវាអាចពេលខ្លះយើងយកទៅខាងបេងអ្នកងារបេងឲ្យគេជួយក៏មិនប្រកាសថាជួយបានដែរព្រោះវាតាក់ទងទូរស័ព្ទរបស់យើងកន្លែង setting ទៅយើងចេះសេរីកន្លែង setting ក៏បានកន្លែងថាវា block app បាទអញ្ចឹងយើងទៅចេះសេរីកន្លែង setting បាទ
ដូចការឆើយដំបងហ្នឹងអត់លឺសលេងហ៎ទូរស័ព្ទទៅបន្តិចទៀតទៅពេលឲ្យបើចូល setting
បាទហ្នឹងហើយបាទហ្នឹងហើយដូចខ្ញុំធ្លាប់នេះឲ្យទូរស័ព្ទខ្ញុំធ្លាប់យកទៅក្រុមហ៊ុនធនាគារ ABA ហ្នឹងឲ្យគេឲ្យបុគ្គលិកហ្នឹងតម្លើង app អីឲ្យអីហ្នឹងនៅមានចេះធ្វើណាបុគ្គលិកចេះថាមើលចូលមើលឡើងរវល់តាមពិតវាចាក់តងសេរីចាក់តងយើងទៅមានពេលយើងសេរីជួនណាទូរស័ព្ទរបស់យើងវា block វាអត់ទទួលស្គាល់ app បាទអញ្ចឹងគឺយើងមានពេលសេរីមើលរបៀបឬអញ្ចឹងទេកន្លែងណាឆ្ងល់អីយើងចេញមើល YouTube បាទឥឡូវកន្លែងគ្រូច្រើនបរៀនរបៀបយើងមានបញ្ហាអីប្រើអត់ចេះអីកុំព្យូទ័រអី program អីខ្លះហ្នឹង ABA យើងមើល YouTube ណាបាទមើលការណែនាំក្នុង YouTube គេបង្ហាញរបៀបតិចអញ្ចឹងទៅយើងមានកលឹះគេយើងអាចរកវិធីធ្វើបានដែរប៉ុន្តែបើយើងទៅបុគ្គលិកធនាគារងាយទេម្ដងរវល់ហងអីផងហើយយូរណាគេចេះថាយើងថារបស់យើងចេះរបស់យើងចុះតែពិតវាហើយយើងធ្វើតាមលំនាំនោះមែនក៏អត់នេះដែរព្រោះសារប្រភេទទូរស័ព្ទវាខុសគ្នាបាទប្រភេទទូរស័ព្ទមាន mode មាន version វាផ្សេងគ្នាអញ្ចឹង app ខ្លះវាអត់ស្គាល់ទេប៉ុន្តែមានវិធីគេអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចមើលតាម YouTube ទៅបាទណែនាំទៅយើងអាចតម្លើងបានបាទហើយសនិទ្ធថា anh đang chạy lôi mày nên là cái miên vú hay là cái miên ép à lấy cái miên ép ghi rồi này nè
ពីរបៀបឆែកលុយហ្នឹងខ្ញុំដឹងព្រោះថាខ្ញុំអាសាឆែកលុយខ្ញុំដែរហើយនៅពេលដែលខ្ញុំទៅដាក់លុយខ្ញុំឆែកមើលគាត់ថាខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងពីរបៀបរវាងគណនីហើយការ
ឥឡូវចេះ
ហើយ
សំនេះ
កាត់
យកអញអត់ដឹងមើលយកអញអត់ដឹងផ្ទះចិត្តគ្នាអញ្ចឹងព្រលឹមឡើងទិញកាហ្វេមានមួយកែវមកមានបរិយាមកចប់ទៅ
បាច់ទេ
អូខេអូខេអត់អាហ្នឹងបរិយាឆ្ងល់ហ្មង
anh đang cho dương tới
ចឹង
mưa
គេថាអត់លុយ
po miên bịក្រុមហ៊ុនគេមើលនៅក្នុង ABA គឺមាន
ហ្នឹងហើយឆ្លើយ
website របស់គេអញ្ចឹងមាន website
ដូចឆោ
Facebook
ត
គេ
ក៏អញ្ចឹងកាលណា product ចេញថ្មីមកគឺគេធ្វើវីដេអូពីរបៀបប្រើប្រាស់ហ្នឹងហើយខ្លាចអ្នកប្រើគាត់អត់ដឹង
ណាអញ្ចឹងយើងចូលទៅមើលហ្នឹងអូខេអញ្ចឹងយើងថ្ងៃនេះប៉ុណ្ណឹងមកតាក់ទងសំណួរស៊ីនេះគឺតាក់ទងនឹងបច្ចេកវិទ្យាហ្នឹងហើយបាទធនធានមនុស្សតាក់ទងបច្ចេកវិទ្យាជាប្រើ innovation តែមកមានប្រទេសខ្លះគេដាក់ educated គេហៅថាគេបាទ literacy និយមនៃ literacy វាមានផ្សេងគ្នាមាន4ហ្នឹងមាន4ប្រភេទមានទី1គាត់អ្នកចេះអានអក្សរអីធម្មតាហៅថា literacy ហៅអក្ខរកម្មណាបាទចេះអានអក្សរអានអីហ្នឹងដល់មួយទៀតហៅថា conventional គាត់ចេះអានអក្សរចេះអាននេះធម្មតាទី2គាត់ចេះបច្ចេកវិទ្យាខ្លះហើយ functional literacy ទី3មាន cultural literacy ចេះមានរៀនមានការចេះដឹងតាំងពីដឹងពីវប្បធម៌តាំងពីទំនៀមទម្លាប់តាំងពីប្រពៃណីរបស់បរទេសអីចឹងអាចអាហ្នឹងមកយើងអាចអានអត្ថបទទៅយើងយល់អញ្ចឹងមកយើងមើលរឿងកំ pl ែងយើងដឹងថាគេសើចរឿងអីបើអញ្ចឹងទេយើងមើលរឿងគេយើងអត់ដឹងថាគេសើចរឿងអីអញ្ចឹងបាទវាតទៅ cultural ហៅថា cultural literacy ដល់ចុងក្រោយមួយទៀតអាហ្នឹងគេខ្ញុំភ្លេចពាក្យហ្នឹងមិនដែរចុងក្រោយនេះគឺតាក់ទងទៅនឹង high level គេនេះគឺតាក់ទងទៅនឹងដោយសារខ្ញុំភ្លេចពាក្យហ្នឹងមិនដែរវាតាក់ទងទៅនឹងគឺចុងក្រោយនេះគឺliteracy គឺមានសមត្ថភាពក្នុងការបញ្ចេញមតិយោបល់តាមរយៈនៃការនិយាយស្ដីនិងការសរសេរអញ្ចឹងណាចឹងហ្នឹងគឺ high level of literacy នេះវាបញ្ចូលក្នុងបាទអញ្ចឹងនិយមន័យគឺប្រទេសខ្លះគឺគេឲ្យនិយមន័យពលរដ្ឋគេគឺ literacy មានថាគាត់កិច្ចផុតពីអក្ខរកម្មជនដែលអត់ចេះអក្សរគឺកម្រិតណាគាត់អត់ចេះអានអក្សរចេះអានអក្សរចេះអីប៉ុណ្ណឹងគឺមិនទាន់អាចជួយខ្លួនឯងបានទេអញ្ចឹងគាត់ទៅចេះបច្ចេកវិទ្យាទៀតអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងនៅប្រទេសខ្លះគេឲ្យនិយមន័យអញ្ចឹងហ្នឹងដូចយើងរៀនយ៉ាងណាកម្រិត literacy វាផ្សេងគ្នាបើយើងចេះអានអក្សរចេះប្រើបច្ចេកវិទ្យាអីហើយប៉ុន្តែវាយើងអត់យល់ពីវប្បធម៌ពីអីទេculture របស់គេទេយើងប្រហែលជាមើលរឿងគេយើងអត់សូវយល់ទេមើលរឿងរឿងអីរបស់គេឬក៏មើលរឿង account រឿងបំផ្លែងគេយើងអត់ដឹងថាគេសើចរឿងអីអត់ដឹងអត់យល់បាទហ្នឹង cultural literacy ហើយចុងក្រោយគេវាតាក់ទងទៅនឹងការបញ្ចេញមតិខ្ញុំភ្លេចពាក្យវាប៉ុន្តែគេមានពាក្យគេគឺបញ្ចេញមតិគឺតាមរយៈការនិយាយនិងការសរសេរបាទការសរសេរគឺកម្រិតខ្ពស់បំផុតអាហ្នឹងគឺនៅគេហ្នឹងកម្រិតសរសេរគឺអញ្ចឹងมันមានពាក្យ journal និស្សិតអីនិស្សិតសាស្ត្រាចារ្យដែលសរសេរ journal ណាបាទស្រាវជ្រាវចេញពី journal មិនត្រឹមតែនិយាយគឺគេសរសេរទៀតអាហ្នឹងហៅថា high level literacy នឹងអញ្ចឹងវាដល់កម្រិតហ្នឹងណាអញ្ចឹងទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងវាជួយតាក់ទងនឹងការអភិវឌ្ឍនឹងហៅ research and development ហ្នឹងបាទ R&D ហ្នឹង research and development ហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងវានាំទៅដល់ការអភិវឌ្ឍសេដ្ឋកិច្ចគេនឹងបានរីកចម្រើនបាទអញ្ចឹងវាតាក់ទងទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងហៅ literacy មាន4កម្រិតហ្នឹងណាបាទមានconventional មាន literacy ខ្ញុំភ្លេចពីមាន conventional ហ្នឹងដំបូងគេទី2 functional អាចប្រើមុខងារបានក្នុង society ទី3 cultural និងទី4មួយទៀតតាក់ទងថា productive skill ហ្នឹងគាត់ប្រើ productive skill ហ្នឹងបាទតាមរយៈការនិយាយបញ្ចេញមតិហើយនឹងតាក់ទងនឹងការសរសេរ journal ផ្សេងបាទ Okay. Any other question you want? On it. Hello. Hello, everyone. Are you still there? Okay. So thank you so much for joining the video conference today, and enjoy your dinner. Bye bye, everyone. Enjoy your dinner.
Dinner. Already teacher.
Already? Oh, only me, not yet. Then okay. Okay. Bye bye.
Oh,
Thank you. Okay.
goodbye teacher.
Goodbye. Okay. Enjoy your dinner. Okay. Bye bye.